Hello, how are we? Welcome back to the channel. Please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, this one is the post-match. Liverpool 5, West Ham 2. The game's finished about 10-15 minutes ago. So let's get on with it, shall we? I have to say, that was one hell of a mad game of footy that I've witnessed today. But here we go. Okay, so West Ham made no changes from their previous 0-0 draw with Bournemouth at home, whereas Slot decided to make one change. He drops Jones to the bench, and Joey Gomez comes in at right back. So look, if I'm being honest with you, I was a bit nervous about this game coming into it. Because of West Ham's form and how we played last week. But you know what? From the first minute, the Reds were doing really good pressing, penning the West Ham team into the corners, not allowing them to play long balls. That was really good to see. Then on four minutes, we get a corner, and from the corner, good bit of work by Ryan Gravenberg. He wins the first header. Then he's strong enough to, with his upper body, the ball falls to him. He finds Hugo Ekitike, and good finish by the Frenchman. Look, it took a slight deflection, but it was goal bound anyway. So 1-0 to the Reds. Which was a really nice feeling to have after only 4 minutes. 10 minutes, West Ham had a good chance, what's he called? Maverana. What's his name? Mavropanos had 2 chances in 2 minutes. First one he heads over. The second one from the second corner, he spins and turns and he hooks it over the bar. So the Reds were a bit lucky there. Kirkus had a great pass to Salah, long range pass, crossfield pass, and Salah wins a corner. 15 minutes is a bit of a decent run by Somerville, who was West Ham's best player. He finds Wan-Bissaka, and the ball gets blocked by Maka. On 19, Gravenberch, he has a shot. It's saved really well. Ball stays in play. 22 minute, Gakpo wins a corner. Slobosly takes it, gets knocked out for a corner. Slobosly takes the second corner. Same thing happens. Third corner, this time, I think West Ham are thinking that they'll deal with it again, but it was a good headed finish by Virgil van Dijk to make it 2-0. Yet again, VAR are trying to look at to see if they could rule it out, because Gomez was in front of the keeper, but no keeper in the world is going to save that Virgil van Dijk header. On 29, great cross by Kirkes, but Ekitike just fouls Bassi. Look, in between these moments, West Ham had the chances. We were letting West Ham come into the game in little dribs and drabs by our own, shall we say, mistakes. And we really needed to have somebody in the middle of the park trying to put the foot on the ball. So 30 minutes, Alisson, he nearly gives Bowen a chance. With the ball comes to him, and he's not quick enough in making a pass out to Kirkes, and Bowen steps in, and Alisson dives on the ball. So that's how sloppy we become to get away. 36 minutes, Ryan Gravenberg, he gives the ball away. Somerville has a shot blocked. 37, Bowen crosses the ball. Canate cuts it out. Alisson saves, and it was too easy at this point for West Ham to be getting back into the game. Again, Bowen linking well with Wan-Bissaka. Fortunately, ball just runs to Ali. 38 minutes. Kirkes on a great run. He crosses the ball. He finds Maka. Maka just takes his time. Instead of hitting the ball first time or when he controlled it, lashing the ball, he tries to side foot it and it gets blocked, and it's a missed opportunity. 42 minutes. Great move by Ekatike. Again, it was too casual for my liking from Ekatike. Did all the hard work. Just put your laces through the ball. You didn't need to cut in and then try and side foot it. And we get a corner from it. Salah takes the corner. It looked like it came off Virgil, but when I looked back at the replays, it wasn't. It come off a West Ham player. There's Ekatike at the back post. Now, he could have easily had an attempt on goal, but he didn't. He set up Maka, and Maka volleys it into the roof of the net. Yes, Wan-Bissaka comes off his head, but it was already goal bound, and we're coming 3-0 at half time, but the half was a different. It was a different sort of like to what the scoreline suggested. But look, we had 3 goals in the first half. We've not seen that for a very long time at Anfield from the Reds. 3 different scorers, and we scored them from set pieces. So no doubt Slot would be happy with the first half performance. So I put a tweet out. We need to do the same again in the second half. Second half started, and to be fair, we didn't come out of the changes, if I'm honest with you, because it was a mad game of footy. As I said, second half, we started slowly. We were giving Reds a bit of a lifeline in the defending that we did. Diouf crosses for Solchek to score to make it 3-1. And that's because we thought that 3-0 is going to be a decent enough scoreline to keep hold of in the second. And you can't be doing that. You have to be at it out. So, 53 minutes, Gakpo misses a sitter. No pressure from a Joey Gomez throw-in. It finds its way to the back stick. Honestly, his technique was didn't even make the keeper work. It was that wide, and what a miss that was. 57, West Ham are on top of the game. They're chasing the game, so they're putting a bit more energy than what we are. And 61, Liverpool throw-in. We then do sloppy defending and give a cheap corner away. 62, great ball by Joey Gomez, but unfortunately it's too near the keeper, or the forwards are not reacting to it, and keeper gathers. 63, Fernandes has a shot. Ali saves it. And at this point, I'm saying Reds need another goal, because West Ham were in this game in the second half. 64 minutes, Salah has his first shot of the game. He creates the chance, but he doesn't hit the target. It's way, way over and way wide as well. So 69, corner for the Reds. It gets cleared. We win the ball back from outside the box. Maka to Ekatike. Ekatike to Gakpo. Gakpo does his trademark crossing in, and he finishes. So that's Hugo Ekatike's second assist. He scored a goal and he's assisted too. And I'll talk about the players at the end. 73 minutes. Somerville, he has a shot. It's brilliantly saved by Alisson. Corner gets taken, and this is where we don't concentrate. There's lots of blocks going in, Bowen takes the corner. There are 2 unmarked players at the back stick. 2 unmarked players, and take your pick. And it was Caster Alonos. He puts the ball in the roof of the net, and it was absolutely shocking defending. Really, really was. We need to get a grip of that, with that happening with the ball there. 75 minutes, Hugo Ekitikes ran his socks off, and Joey Gomez also, both of them come off. Ungamoa and Frimpong come on. We get some extra legs and pace in. 77, Czech again shoots over the bar. 78, Frimpong wins a free kick. Somerville receives a yellow card. And free kicks taken by Salah. And I'm not kidding you, it was an absolute abysmal free kick from him, because he went straight into the keeper's arms. I have no idea what he was seeing with that cross. It was crap. 80 minutes, Somerville gets another chance, and this time he puts it over the bar. And 81, Ungamoa sets up Gravenberch. Gravenberch just shoots wide. And then on 82, Frimpong's played through by Gakpo, and he takes the ball to the touchline. What looks like to be a cross gets deflected in by a West Ham player, and we restore the 3-goal lead from the first half. And I think it come off, was it Disassi? And 85, Granberg comes off, Naomi comes on. Ungamoa took 2 players on, shot gets deflected, keeper saves. 87, Cantor and Mayers on for Diouf and Solchek. And then we have 97, we have 7 minutes extra to play. Frimpong sets up, what the pace that he has. Absolutely takes out 2 players with his pace, and he sets up Naonu, who hits it way over the bar, and it was a missed opportunity for the young lad. If he'd have buried that, I think that would have been a good cameo for us. Look, it finished full time 5-2. Look, we made it a tad difficult for ourselves in the second half, but the job got done, and the most important thing is the 3 points. I put in a tweet out this morning to say, look, we need to get the 3 points. That'll take us above Chelsea. That'll get us on equal points with Man United, and we'll only be 3 points off third, and we've done our job. Yes, first half, it could have been a different story, because the Mavaron Panos had 2 great chances, and it could have been a different tale. First half, we won 3-0. Second half, we drew the game 2-2. That's the way I look at it. But we rode our luck a bit, and the mistakes that we were making were creating West Ham's chances. So let's look at the players. Ali, he had a bit of an indifferent game. He made a couple of great saves, but other than that, he could have easily given the ball away to Bowen for Bowen to bury it. Thought Joey Gomez did well when he came on. He seemed to tire out and rightly substituted. But do you know what? His long throws are a massive bonus for us, because he can throw the ball really far, and it just gets us up the pitch really quickly as well. Virgil van Dijk, he gave the ball away in the second half, and that sort of like gave West Ham the impetus to come and have a go at us. So, but look, he scored the second, and it was important that we took our chances from the set pieces and converted them, and they were good chances. Konate, another solid game for me. He's playing really well, and he did some blocks, important blocks, and he won some free kicks as well. Milos Kerkez, another solid game, kept Bowen quiet. Somerville wanted to have a go at his end, but again, he did exactly the same. Dom Slobosly, I didn't think it was his best game, if I'm honest with you. Yes, there was lots of energy, and he won some won some tackles and whatever. He picked up a cheap yellow, but excuse me, I blame that down to muscle memory, because 1 week he's asked to play right back, next week he's asked to play back in midfield, next week after that he's asked to play right back. So hopefully we can see the best of Dom in his preferred midfield position. Maka, thought Maka did okay. He got stuck in. He could have had a couple today, couldn't he, really? Set up by Kerkez. And obviously he scored the volley from the Ekitike pass. But he did well. Ryan Gravenberch, I thought, had a mixed game, if I'm honest with you. He could have been on the score sheet himself, but he did get an assist, didn't he, for Hugo Ekitike. So, yeah, sometimes he just didn't read the game as quickly as I would have liked him to have done. But he did what he had to do, and obviously he got substituted at 85. So let's look at the front three. Mo Salah, what's that? 10 games now without a goal. Didn't get an assist today, did he? He didn't do much for me, if I'm honest with you. And so yeah, it wasn't a good game for him, but he's on the winning team, and he contributed little things, but it could have been a lot better. Cody Gakpo, there was times in the game where he was so far inside that there was massive spaces for Wan-Bissaka to run down, and they were exploiting that. He does not know how to close down. I struggle with him when he can't win headers, when the ball's coming, when he's defending. So, yes, he got his goal, but it was set up by Ekitike, and you knew exactly what he was going to do. That goal probably finished him off, if I'm honest with you. Hugo Ekitike, my man of the match. 2 assists and a goal. He was coming deep for the ball. He was trying to thread the team to play bits. Wasn't trying to overdo it. And very rarely did he lose the ball. He did put himself about. Substitutions. Lovely to see Jeremy Frimpong back with his pace. Defending. Did really, really well. Naoni did well when he came on. And Rio did well when he came on. So yeah. So we see the game out. As I say, it was a mad game of footy. We see the game out at 5-2. And look, we got Wolves on Tuesday. And we will have to be on it, because Wolves had a very, very good 2-0 win at home to Aston Villa. So, yes, Aston Villa are in a bit of a free fall. Probably the games are catching up on them now, and we're only 3 points off them now. We need to make sure that we get another 3 points on Tuesday. For me, we play Wolves twice next week. Obviously in the league on Tuesday, and then in the FA Cup on the Friday. And which moron decided to put Wolves, Liverpool 3 days after a Premier League game? Give your head a wobble, will you? Because it's one of the most stupidest decisions that you will ever make in your life. So yeah, a bit disappointed that that's. But for me, the most important thing is the league and getting those 3 points out of those 2 Wolves games next week. Okay, that's enough from me. As I said, give us a like, share the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're watching it for the first time. I'd really appreciate that. And I will do a pre-match on Monday for the Wolves game. That's going to be on Tuesday, and I'll speak to you then. Okay, enjoy your Saturday evening, whatever you're up to, and it's a up the Reds from me.